2368. Let's go e4. And I'll develop my knight, hit the pawn. He guards it. Let's play some Italian game. He's playing the two knights defense. I'm going to play d3 and guard my pawn. And after bishop e7, I'm just going to castle my king. He also castles his king. And then here I'm going to play c3 with the idea of playing d4. He plays d6. And then I'm going to start by getting my rook on the e file. Now he plays a6. I have to be careful not to allow knight a5. So I'm going to pull my bishop back to b3. So that way I can play bishop to c2 when he plays knight a5. He then plays c5. Now I just need to complete my development. I'm going to do a maneuver here where I get my knight to f1 or even g3. So let's go knight d2, b5, let's go knight f1. And then he plays queen to c7. Now I'm able to play pawn to d4. Usually the dark squared bishop is the last piece that gets development in these positions. He pulls his knight back. To prevent any annoying pin here, I'm going to play pawn to h3. And then he plays pawn to h6. And now I'm just going to continue by playing knight to g3, just targeting this f5 square. He took on d4. Let's just take. And then he took with his knight. Let's just take. And then he took with the pawn. Now the issue is if I immediately take his pawn, I'm going to lose my bishop. But I saw that. I'm going to simply develop my bishop to f4 and just get my rook on the file. This is a dead pawn, so we don't have to rush to try to win it. He moves his queen to protect the pawn. Let's just play queen d2. I can always swing my rook to d1, and I can always sacrifice on h6. Now, he plays bishop to e6, and I'm going to do something very interesting here. I'm going to start by playing pawn to e5 because it opens my bishop pointing towards his king. But once he takes, I'm not going to take back this pawn. I'm going to sacrifice my bishop on h6. And my idea is to expose his king, so I'm not expecting him to take. Well, he did take, but once I take here, he only has his knight, which is guarding the mate. So if I'm able to get rid of that knight, then he will be getting checkmated. Now, he moves his rook out the way. He may want to move his bishop, but that doesn't work. It blunders the knight. But here's what I'm going to do. To remove his knight from guarding the h7 square, I'm going to play the move knight to h5. Now, if he takes my knight, he's getting mated. Well, he took the knight, but look on this checkmate that is about to hit him. I'm going to start by playing bishop h7 check. The king has to go here. Then bishop g6 check. The king has to go here. Then queen h7 check. The king has to go here. Then queen h8 will be a checkmate. So let's look on it. Bishop h7 check. That's forced. Bishop g6 check. That's forced. Queen h7 check. That's forced. And that's a checkmate. Hit subscribe for more.